Hey YouTube, it's Dan Gage back with a new video. This topic is the two-hole shake. Very commonly used thing. I talked about it in my low-hanging fruit licks video, but I didn't maybe tell you everything there is to know about how to do it. And I've been still getting a lot of emails. I really like those. I read them as much as I can. I respond just about to everything. And this week I got one saying, can you explain moving quickly between two notes, and the gentleman was talking about what I consider what I call it the shake. I know Adam calls them warbles, but I think he's the only one I've ever seen give it that name. Traditionally, it's called the two-hole shake. So how do you do the two-hole shake? It's actually pretty easy, but it takes practice. Like everything else, it's a skill that's built upon fundamentals, and it builds up from slow to fast. So the key to everything is your control of those single notes, whether it be tongue blocked or through pucker. That's really the secret to this. I think of it as a combination of being tight enough to have distinct single notes, but being loose enough that you can move the harmonica while you're doing this. So it sounds like a contradiction, but that's how it feels to me. So let's start with the most common. And I think we're talking about second position. We're using a C harmonica. Second position. There's my C harmonica. All right. So the basics, guys. So the most common shake to use would be the 4 and the 5, and maybe second, after that it's the 3/4 on your draw. So the best way, the way that I learned, was basically trying to do it at first, and it was really sloppy. It didn't really sound good, and I'll tell you why. So just the best you can. This is what it might sound like. Hear how it's kind of nasty sounding? It doesn't sound all that clean, and that's because it's very important to, as fast as you get going, you're still sounding each individual note of the two notes that you're shaking in between. That's the trick. That's what I think a lot of people. And when I was younger, when I first sort of learned to do this, that's what I was doing too. He was kind of just sort of moving it like it's some random thing, but really it's a very precise and then sped up transition between two holes. So if we start with 4 and we move to 5, the easiest way I think to really learn how to do it correctly is to just do it slowly. So we'll start with 4. Can you move between two notes? I mean, this is fundamental, guys. I don't how you're doing that. Maybe it's through licks, maybe it's through learning tunes, but you need to work on your agility on the harmonica, your ability to aim for a note and to hit that note. So that the shake is a great way to start to train on that. Okay, there's 4 to 5. Maybe that's as fast as you can go right now. I promise you that if you practice, though, it'll speed up. The key is to hear it, though. Hear how it's two notes, right? Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Okay, the faster I go, it never starts to sound like. It's not a random occurrence. It is a distinct two notes that I've chosen to play, and I'm playing them. And this brings me to another topic: is should you shake your hands or should you shake your head? I believe the answer to that question is yes. Okay. I spent a lot of time playing the harmonica while driving, and it really made more sense to me to move my hands so that I kept my eyes on the road. However, the old school guys will tell you that Muddy said, that Walter said, that you should only shake your head. So learn to do both. I think I can go faster with my hands, and I think it looks more bluesy, looks cooler with my head. So, what does it matter? Learn to do both. Choose what you want. So if I'm going to play with my head, or my hands. It doesn't matter, okay? Start slow, build it, build it, build it, you know. That brings me to another point, which is I think the definition, or one of the ways you can tell if somebody has gotten the shake down is can they control it. So as you're working on it, as you get faster and faster, make sure you practice speeding up and slowing down, because this is also a technique, an expressive thing that you can do. So I can start a shake quickly, and then I can move it, slow it down into the rhythm, and then that'll pull off to get into new licks. So if I start a shake, okay, I'm going along. Now I'm going to slow it down. See, I never stopped going between the 4 and the 5. You can also do the 3 and the 4. And you can do, there's a shake you can do on the first position. Let's see if I can have time to get to that. But okay, the next topic I want to talk about with the shakes. So really, it's up to you guys. Start slow. Again, make sure it's clean. Work to get faster. That's all it is. It's practice, practice, practice. The next thing I want to talk about is getting into the shake. What you'll probably hear me doing is I tend to bend in to the shakes, so I'm taking the 4 draw and I'm bending it down, bringing it up, and going into the shake. It's a little more challenging. Hear that? It's sort of like a lick. So 4 draw bent, start bent. Okay, go to the 5. Hear that? So that's how I start the shake. Or one way to start a shake. Another thing, it's on topic, it all keeps going together, doesn't it? Another thing you can do is you can alter the shake in process. You'll hear this, hear Magic Dick do this on Whammer Jammer. He's bending while shaking. So this is the next sort of level of complexity. So if you've got your shake down, then work on, so your mouth is holding, your hands or your head are moving, you're holding the shake. Now your tongue is going to bend for you. Okay, your tongue or your mouth, or however exactly it is that you're bending, is going to bend while you're in the shake. So see if you can hear the difference. Okay, this 4 draw is not sounding too awesome right now, but can you hear that? Okay, so I'm still shaking. That's going automatically, and I'm bending. I'm holding it bent, getting a different sound, letting it unbend. So I'm bending in, and I'm bending while I'm shaking. Okay, now another thing we can talk about really quick. Let's see how, hopefully this is enough time. Is on the high end when you're playing first position. There's another shake. It's kind of hard to do, but I thought I'd mention it. Let's see. This is an A harp playing in the key of A. I don't even know what I'm doing right there. Let's find it. It's 8 and 9, guys. 8 and 9 blow. See if you can apply the shake so you're to the first position. Big Walter Horton, Carrie Bell, that record, there's a great example of Big Walter, I think, doing a lot of really good controlled shakes. in first position. I think it's the last song on that record. Go and find that. That's how I learned to do that. So back to my C harp. That's really all I know about doing performing the two-hole shakes. Now you might say, where do you do it? Well, I mentioned where you might do it in my low-hanging fruit licks video. The key is maybe not to overdo it. It's a very easy lick to get stuck on. So use it sparingly, use it intelligently. You might use it too much when you first get the hang of it, and that's what we all sort of do. We learn a new lick, but yeah, get control of your shakes. Start slow and build. Try to bend into it, and then try to alternate between bending and then unbending. You know, while holding the shake together. Use your hands and/or your head. I recommend doing both because that's what I do. But you can, you know, whatever you want to do. If you want to only move your hands, that's cool too. Advanced shake technique would be using a shake as a part of a lick, using it quickly. The great Little Walter did this, and this is something that's hard, but it's doing a controlled short shake. So. To me, to do this, it takes just practice, just trying it, and realizing that you keep control of your shake in your embouchure, but you sort of free your mind a little bit to sort of let it loose. Like I said, it's a combination of staying tight enough, but staying loose so you can get the. Hear that? That's a hard one to do, right? See, it's hard because you're trying to make sure you get those notes of the lick, right? But you're also throwing that shake in. Can you hear that? Yeah, it's a leap of faith, guys. But I promise you, the more you do it, the better it'll become. So that's my shake video. Keep writing, guys. I'm so excited. I've got so many subscribers, so many cool email conversations going on, so many comments. It's a really fun thing for me. Let me know if you have any ideas. I can't always make them at will. I do this. I do this when I feel like it, when the idea is right. But every now and then, you know, I'm making new videos. I'm looking for new ideas. So keep in touch, and thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.